Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your Tarot and Oracle reading for the month of October 2023. So everyone get settled in and grab yourself a nice, cozy seasonal beverage. This is just green tea with lemon in it, but moving on. First card out for you. Wow, door to value. Okay, moneymaker. Okay, rich. Okay, getting wealthy. Okay, prosperity, king or queen. We see, it's not just monetary value that I see coming in for you in October. I am seeing people actually valuing you, your energy, your time, your presence more. And I feel like this is because you've been healing, you've been having healthy boundaries, and you're in this era where it's like, if you want to do something, you don't wait for other people to give you permission or to join in on doing it. It's like you're just going to do it anyways. And there's like little tweaks that I'm seeing you making in your own energy, the way you carry yourself. And these may not even be conscious things that you're doing, but it's making the people around you value you and the time they share with you even more. So that's brilliant. I love that. Your message from Spirit this week is this month is soul solitude. If I keep saying this week, I really mean the month of October. I'm just so used to doing the weeklies. Your soul needs attention, Pisces. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, and a time for you. So go ahead and make that space in your life at least once a week, but I would even recommend once a day. Find like a mini practice. For example, like when I want soul solitude, I just go out and sit in the sunlight, like direct sunlight, like a plant. And I just lay there and I don't do anything. And it's great. I feel like the air, the sun, everything, it just frees me. But if I didn't have the opportunity to do that, I live in a city. It's not exactly like easy or safe all the time to just go out and enjoy the sunlight, which is upsetting. I'll just put on some meditation music on my headphones and lay in the complete dark at night and just be like completely in silence, not moving, laying down, just really letting this music do its thing and letting it create space within my aura, within my mind. And next we have forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness, soul solitude. I'm seeing a lot of release from your heart space, from your mind taking place, like letting go, meditative energies. Okay, healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. So I'm seeing here radical acceptance is your key to forgiveness. Actually, if there is any resentments, any tension that you hold on for someone, for like something they did in the past, or even how they're treating you in the present, I see you forgiving them by multiple step process here. I'm seeing you create your own happiness for yourself and not waiting for anyone to create that for you, and not getting so attached to people that like when they're busy, you're like sad and alone. It's like, no, I'm still gonna go out and enjoy my night. I'm still going to do the things that I like, which is why people are viewing you as more valuable, because it's like, okay, if I don't take up their time and energy, they're just gonna find someone else. Okay. Number 2, and that being self-sufficient makes you realize that you don't need to settle for less than you deserve. And when people do you wrong, it won't affect you as deeply, because you'll see it more so as a reflection of them as opposed to an attack on you, because it's like, okay, well, I can create my happiness anyways. I have my own friends, I have my own hobbies, I have things that I can be doing that is fun, happy, peaceful, fulfilling, uplifting. I don't need to be sitting here in this resentment, in this negativity. And number 2, where was I going with that? Oh my God, I don't even remember what number 2 was. That number 2? Anyways, you're forgiving people, okay? And you're releasing that. Oh, I remember where I was going with that. Acceptance, completely accepting people for where they're at and not trying to change them, okay? When we have a strong attachment to someone, their problems become our problems, and then we get upset because it's like, oh, they would just be so perfect if they went to therapy, if they did this, if they did that. And if we release that attachment and are just like, okay, this is who they are right now in the present moment, there is no changing that, it allows you to establish the boundaries that need to exist in order to protect your peace and keep them in your life without you feeling this resentment. So I'm seeing some of that as well. We're going to get 9 tarot cards, 3 rows of 3 to get the fullest overview of this month ahead for you though. First card out is the Emperor in reversed, which is a very tyrannical energy in reversed, very sort of like toxic masculine, trying to control the situation. You know, honestly, guys, honestly, I'm seeing this as your energy in the past. Like this was you, a past version of you, trying to control the outcomes of the situations here. I think you're finding more acceptance. How do I put this? It's like you're becoming more peaceful, letting people be who they are, give the amount that they want to give, love you in the amount that they want to love you. You're no longer chasing or begging or forcing. Same thing with like employers or family members. Like, okay, if you only want to call me once a month, that's fine. You're my friend that I'll call once a month. I'll talk to you once a month. However, you're like gonna take them down a tier in your priority list, you know? But in the past, I don't think you were like that. And I think that's where this toxic masculine energy came in, because it was like you may have actually tried to guilt people into giving more, or guilt people into being exactly who you needed them to be instead of who they were and who they could be for you in that present moment. And I feel like when we have healthy boundaries and when we no longer force or chase anyone to do more for us, you know, that's when life becomes beautiful. That's when you don't have to burn as many bridges, because it's like, okay, that's what you're willing to offer. It's not as much as I like to offer, but that's fine, because there are other people in my life who I can give to, who I can, you know, I don't know what I'm saying is making sense right now. It's very interesting reading though, because I just already feel that you are creating healthier relationships for some reason, and people are valuing you so much more because of it. Second card out, yeah, speaking of 6 of Wands, this is people valuing you. This is popularity, honestly. This is multiple people wanting your time, energy, and affection. In particular, you may have 5 close people to you. You know, they say that in order to be happy, you need, what is it? I think 3 to 8, or is it 2 to 6? One of those numbers. People who are really close to you, who like you would call to like pick you up from hospital, who you would tell everything to in order to be happy. And in particular this month, I'm seeing 5 people standing out strongly. You're feeling very popular. You're feeling very successful. Like I said, people are valuing you more, wanting to spend more time with you, wanting to give you opportunities, wanting to work with you, collaborate with you. So it feels very successful as well. I'm also getting success in the workplace, success in money. Third card out, Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this is showing someone in your life, and this could also be you for some people, because this is water sign, this is your energy. This could be another water sign though, in your life, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They don't have to be. They could also just have water energy exuding from them, which is very emotional, creative, empathetic. But in reverse, this is sort of an energy that is very enthusiastic in the beginning, wanting to sweep you off of your feet, and the phrase love bombing is coming to mind here, but there are some doubts of how sustainable this energy is. You know, this could be someone who loves the idea of you, but they could be... the psychology feels very complicated. Like their headspace feels very complicated. It's like... I don't even know how to describe what I'm feeling right now. It's like they love you and they want more of you, but they're very reactive is what I want to say. And it's like they're in your face, like super in love with you 1 second. But like if you're like, hold on a minute, like I'm gonna get back to you with that love, with that affection, that attention. I'm busy right now. Just let me finish this thing and get back to you. They're like, fine, I hate you. And then they storm off. That is such a weird, dramatic example, but like that's what their energy feels like. It's like they're really enthusiastic in your face, like loving you as a friend, romance, whatever, 1 second. And then if it's like you're busy, you have other plans, or you know, I don't know, anything like that, then they get annoyed, they think you hate them, and then they storm off and sort of act like avoidant. I don't know, it's weird, but that's the energy I am getting here, and that may be the person with whom forgiveness may be required. And, you know, forgiving isn't about the other person. In fact, I rarely forgive people to their face, like using words. It's more so about like radically accepting this person for where they're at emotionally and what they can offer, and not necessarily trying to change them. You know, you can reassure them all you want. You can explain yourself all you want. You can explain your wants and needs all that you want. But beyond that, there's not much you can do here except for radically accept people for exactly where they are. Also, I would say beware of these own traits within yourself. Okay, try to create more of an emotional stability here. If someone is a bit busy, that does not mean they hate you. Okay, that's what I want to say. Second row out, fourth card, 10 of Pentacles, money. There's that money coming in. Ooh, it looks good, tastes good, smells good. I'm also seeing a happy home life. Okay, happy home life, happy family life, whatever your living situation is. If it's just you and your cat, you guys are vibing this month. If it is you and like an actual family that you live with, vibing, okay? But money is looking really good. Health is looking really good. Family is looking really good. The people closest to you, like the 5 people who are closest to you, looking real good with you this month. Center of your spread is the 8 of Cups. Wow. Okay, I'm seeing a new journey taking place for you, a new direction with your art. I don't know why that phrase just came out. A new direction with your art, with your business, with your career, with like what you're doing. Like, oh, I'm going to take things in a different direction. I don't know what that means for you. Okay, like I'm going to take things in a different direction. I'm going to take this project in a different direction. I'm going to take this home in a different direction. You know, maybe you had one plan for it, like, oh, I'm going to live in here for like a year and flip the house, and then I'll move. And then you're like, you know what, I'm going to take it in a different direction. And I don't know. I see something like that coming up for you though. 8 of Cups can also be a card of walking away from anything. That's like, how do I put it? It's like fulfilling a little bit. It's healthy. You know, all these cups are standing. It's not toxic. But we see here, there's just like 1 cup that's missing. Actually 2 cups because it's the 8 of Cups. And this shows you on a journey to like find those cups that are missing for yourself. And it's just like something isn't 100% being fulfilled here. So I'm going to go out and find that elsewhere. And you know, you may not be like burning bridges, walking away entirely, especially if this is like a relationship, or like, for example, like let's say you found a partner for you and they're great in so many ways imaginable, but they don't like going out. Like they're an introvert and you like going out on weekends sometimes. It doesn't mean you have to end the whole relationship, but just have a really awesome group of friends who love going out with you. Do it, you know, don't put your life on hold for one person. That's kind of the message of this reading here. And you know what's funny? When you continue to live your life like that and not let anyone hold you back, people value you more. Sure, that person in that example, their partner who wants to stay in, they might get jealous. They may miss their partner. They may be wondering like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? But you know what? Doesn't that like keep the spark alive sometimes? I mean, if it's like toxic jealousy, they need to work on that. But and that's just, again, what makes people value you and not take you for granted. It's when you are continuing to live your best life and do the things that you want to do. Even if, like, you're not living life on other people's terms is what I'm seeing here. 6th card out, Page of Swords, fresh communication. There could be a new person entering your life this month, or I'm especially seeing this as, like I said, a new direction, new idea coming in. And I've never noticed this before, but his boots are red, which gives me like passion and root chakra energy, especially since it's, you know, at his feet here, connected to the earth. This is security, a new opportunity, a new pathway, a new direction that you'll be taking that is secure and it's here to stay. Okay, I am seeing something like that coming forward. Also expect some communication this month that will sort of create some shifts and changes in some of your connections and some of your relationships. Okay. You know what? I'm kind of getting the message here for some of you. Someone may have taken you for granted in the past. And it's like now you're, like I said, you made these tweaks, these changes to your energy. And it's like now they're coming back with communication, almost like saying how they took you for granted, or coming back with an apology of some sort. I don't know. Let's see here. Final row out, 7th card, Temperance. Wow. Balancing emotions. I think you're handling emotionally volatile situations with a lot of finesse. I am also seeing you being in a very secure emotional place this month, where you're very logical, like making your money, making your moves, having your soul solitude. And there's almost like a part of you that's not super emotional this month is what I'm just picking up on this intuitively. Even though Temperance is coming out, you're not feeling intensely emotional like you may have felt in the past. You feel really in control here. And I even look at this Temperance card and yes, all of this water represents a lot of emotions, but like she's completely in control of them. She's holding them. She's manipulating these emotions. She is, making it balanced, making it good. Also, I noticed here, remember when we were looking at the 8 of Cups, I said you're going out to search for your last 2 cups of fulfillment. And then we see here it's like in your hands. Here they are, in your hands. Okay, but your quest to go do that may trigger some people. But that trigger isn't like bad. It's almost like they learn to value you more because they're like, wow, that Pisces right there, they're going to be happy no matter what. Like they're going to go and find their happiness, find their success no matter what. They're not going to wait around for anybody. I can't take this person for granted. I'm seeing something like that coming through. Okay. We have the World reversed, which is, giving me an old chapter that's looking to close out this month, okay? And it's coming out right underneath the 6 of Wands and 8 of Cups, all right? You're being more successful, you're glowing more, you're thriving, and you're like feeling like you need to go on this quest to find inner peace, fulfillment, happiness. There's questions that need answering. Some of you may just feel guided like to travel more. For example, like maybe you feel like you haven't seen enough of the world and you want those experiences and you just intuitively feel like you want to go out and do that. And it's really just a matter this month of allowing yourself to embrace these new chapters and go for it. Final card out, 8 of Wands. Oh my gosh, you're going to be so popular this month. So popular, so many, and this is coming out right underneath a Page of Swords. So many friends coming in, honestly, like people wanting to work with you, collaborate with you, hang out with you, spend time with you. You're really the star of the show here, and I see things moving forward quite a bit for you. It feels like a new level of independence and confidence is being downloaded into your soul, which is why I'm saying like there may be people from your past coming back like, oh, I messed up, I apologize, like whatever, man, whatever. And you know what, if there is anyone in your life, friend or relationship, I don't feel like you're wanting to let go of them necessarily, but if they're like being a little bit jealous or acting weirdly because of like how do I put it, like you're just secure, you're glowing, you're thriving. Some people can get a little intimidated by that and they just need some reassurance, some trust building there. So there may be some trust that needs to be built between you and another person, but I really see you glowing. I see you as the star of the show out of all the zodiac signs so far for the month of October. I think I mentioned this in a lot of the readings last week, but when I do these readings, I've noticed that like some of the zodiac signs take turns playing different roles for the week ahead, the month ahead. And like, for example, last week I was doing Sagittarius's reading and I was like, you're like in this leadership role for the other zodiac signs. So like, for example, everyone else's life, they're going through their own stuff. They would naturally feel drawn to go to Sagittarius energy people for advice or for leadership that week. And for you, I'm seeing you this month as the star of the show, like the popular one, the glowing one, the successful one, money coming in, invitations coming in. It just feels like things are being magnetized towards you, honestly, and events are moving forward quite beautifully for you. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing, guys. Thank you for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below. I love reading your stories, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my goddess energy intention oil there and my spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye bye.